Which act is also known as the Black Act? A. Government of India Act, 1858. B. Rowlatt Act, 1919. C. Indian Councils Act, 1909. D. Vernacular Press Act, 1878. Answer: B. Rowlatt Act, 1919. Explanation: the Rowlatt Act of 1919 allowed the British government to imprison any individual suspected of terrorism without trial. It was opposed nationwide, leading to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Who introduced the doctrine of lapse? A. Lord Dalhousie. B. Lord Wellesley. C. Lord Cornwallis. D. Lord William Bentinck. Answer: A. Lord Dalhousie. Explanation: the doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Dalhousie. It stated that if an Indian ruler died without a natural heir, his territory would be annexed by the British. In which year was the Pitt's India Act passed? A. 1757. B. 1784. C. 1813. D. 1833. Answer: B. 1784. Explanation: Pitt's India Act of 1784 was passed to establish a dual system of governance in India, where the Board of Control regulated the political affairs, and the Court of Directors handled commercial matters. Which revolt is also called the First War of Indian Independence? A. Revolt of 1857. B. Santhal Rebellion. C. Munda Rebellion. D. Chua Revolt. Answer: A. Revolt of 1857. Explanation: the Revolt of 1857, also known as the Sepoy Mutiny, was the first major uprising against British rule, led by various Indian rulers and sepoys. Which of the following was the main reason behind the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? A. Protest against the Simon Commission. B. Protest against the Rowlatt Act. C. Revolt of 1857. D. Civil disobedience movement. Answer: B. Protest against the Rowlatt Act. Explanation: the Jallianwala Bagh massacre occurred on April 13, 1919, when British troops, led by General Dyer, fired upon unarmed civilians protesting against the Rowlatt Act. Who was the Governor-General of India during the revolt of 1857? A. Lord Canning. B. Lord Dalhousie. C. Lord Wellesley. D. Lord Lytton. Answer: A. Lord Canning. Explanation: Lord Canning was the Governor-General at the time of the 1857 revolt, after which the British Crown took direct control of India. Which act officially ended the rule of the East India Company in India? A. Government of India Act, 1858. B. Indian Councils Act, 1892. C. Morley-Minto Reforms, 1909. D. Montagu-Chelmsford Reforms, 1919. Answer: A. Government of India Act, 1858. Explanation: this act transferred control from the East India Company to the British Crown, making India a direct colony of Britain. The Regulating Act of 1773 was passed to regulate the affairs of which company? A. British East India Company. B. Dutch East India Company. C. French East India Company. D. Portuguese East India Company. Answer: A. British East India Company. Explanation: the Regulating Act of 1773 was the first attempt by the British Parliament to control and regulate the administration of the East India Company. Who was the first Indian to join the Viceroy's Executive Council? A. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. B. Satyendra Prasad Sinha. C. Dadabhai Nauroji. D. B. R. Ambedkar. Answer: B. Satyendra Prasad Sinha. Explanation: he was appointed as a law member in the Viceroy's Executive Council in 1909 under the Morley-Minto Reforms. Who introduced the permanent settlement of Bengal? A. Lord Cornwallis. B. Lord Dalhousie. C. Lord William Bentinck. D. Lord Ripon. Answer: A. Lord Cornwallis. Explanation: the permanent settlement of 1793 fixed the land revenue system, giving landlords hereditary rights over land while forcing peasants to pay high taxes. The Indian National Congress was founded in which year? A. 1875. B. 1885. C. 1890. D. 1905. Answer: B. 1885. Explanation: the Indian National Congress, Inc., was founded in 1885 by A.O. Hume to create a platform for nationalist movements. Who was the first Viceroy of India? A. Lord Dalhousie. B. Lord Canning. C. Lord Curzon. D. Lord Mountbatten. Answer: B. Lord Canning. Explanation: after the 1857 revolt, the Government of India Act, 1858 made Lord Canning the first Viceroy of India. What was the main objective of the Woods Dispatch, 1854? A. Industrial development. B. Promotion of English education. C. Introduction of press laws. D. Increase in land revenue. Answer: B. Promotion of English education. Explanation: The Woods Dispatch of 1854 laid the foundation for the modern education system in India, promoting Western education. The Vernacular Press Act, 1878, was passed by which viceroy? A. Lord Lytton. B. Lord Ripon. C. Lord Curzon. D. Lord Hardinge. Answer: A. Lord Lytton. Explanation: This act imposed restrictions on Indian language newspapers to suppress anti-British sentiments. Which British Governor-General is associated with the abolition of sati? A. Lord Dalhousie. B. Lord Canning. C. Lord William Bentinck. D. Lord Wellesley. Answer: C. Lord William Bentinck. Explanation: Lord William Bentinck abolished the practice of sati in 1829, making it illegal under British law. Who led the Indigo Revolt of 1859–60? A. Digambar Bishwas and Bishnu Bishwas. B. Kumwar Singh. C. Tantia Tope. D. Alluri Sitaram Raju. Answer: A. Digambar Bishwas and Bishnu Bishwas. Explanation: The Indigo Revolt was a farmers' movement in Bengal against oppressive British policies forcing them to grow indigo. The partition of Bengal in 1905 was done by which British viceroy? A. Lord Curzon. B. Lord Lytton. C. Lord Ripon. D. Lord Hardinge. Answer: A. Lord Curzon. Explanation: The partition of Bengal was carried out by Lord Curzon in 1905 to weaken nationalist movements, but it was annulled in 1911. Which act introduced the system of Dyaki in India? A. Government of India Act, 1919. B. Indian Councils Act, 1892. C. Government of India Act, 1935. D. Rowlatt Act, 1919. Answer: A. Government of India Act, 1919. Explanation: Dyaki divided subjects into reserved and transferred categories, where Indians had limited control over some areas. The Hunter Commission of 1882 was related to which field? A. Education. B. Agriculture. C. Railways. D. Military. Answer: A. Education. Explanation: The Hunter Commission was appointed to review the progress of education and recommended primary education expansion. The Quit India movement was launched in which year? A. 1930. B. 1942. C. 1920. D. 1919. Answer: B. 1942. Explanation: The Quit India movement was launched on August 8, 1942, by Mahatma Gandhi to demand immediate independence. The Charter Act of 1833 is significant because it: A. Abolished the trading rights of the East India Company. B. Introduced local self-government. C. Divided India into provinces. D. Introduced separate electorates. Answer: A. Abolished the trading rights of the East India Company. Explanation: This act ended the East India Company's monopoly on trade in India. The Montagu-Chelmsford reforms were introduced in which year? A. 1909. B. 1919. C. 1935. D. 1947. Answer: B. 1919. Explanation: The reforms introduced Dyaki in provinces and increased Indian participation in governance. The Rayatwari system was introduced by which British official? A. Lord Cornwallis. B. Thomas Munro. C. John Shaw. D. Lord Dalhousie. Answer: B. Thomas Munro. Explanation: The Rayatwari system allowed peasants to pay land revenue directly to the British government. The Simon Commission was boycotted by Indians because: A. It had no Indian members. B. It supported partition. C. It imposed high taxes. D. It suppressed press freedom. Answer: A. It had no Indian members. Explanation: The Simon Commission, 1927, was opposed as all its members were British. Who was the leader of the revolt of 1857 in Kanpur? A. Nana Sahib. B. Tantia Tope. C. Rani Lakshmibai. D. Begum Hazrat Mahal. Answer: A. Nana Sahib. Explanation: Nana Sahib led the revolt in Kanpur and fought against the British. The Vernacular Press Act, 1878, was repealed by which viceroy? A. Lord Lytton. B. Lord Ripon. C. Lord Curzon. D. Lord Minto. Answer: B. Lord Ripon. Explanation: Lord Ripon repealed the repressive Vernacular Press Act in 1882. The Cripps Mission, 1942, was sent by which British Prime Minister? A. Winston Churchill. B. Clement Attlee. C. Neville Chamberlain. D. Ramsay MacDonald. Answer: A. Winston Churchill. Explanation: The Cripps Mission aimed to secure Indian support for World War II in exchange for limited self-government. The Indigo Revolt took place in which year? A. 1857. B. 1859. C. 1861. D. 1872. Answer: B. 1859. Explanation: Farmers in Bengal revolted against oppressive indigo plantation policies. The Indian Independence Act was passed in which year? A. 1942. B. 1947. C. 1950. D. 1935. Answer. B. 1947. Explanation. The Indian Independence Act granted India and Pakistan independence on August 15, 1947. Who was the first Governor-General of Free India? A. Lord Mountbatten. B. C. Rajagopalachari. C. Jawaharlal Nehru. D. Sardar Patel. Answer. A. Lord Mountbatten. Explanation. Lord Mountbatten became the first Governor-General of independent India in 1947. The revolt of 1857 started from which city? A. Kanpur. B. Meerut. C. Delhi. D. Lucknow. Answer. B. Meerut. Explanation. The revolt began in Meerut on May 10, 1857, when Indian sepoys rebelled against British officers.